that time.
Hudson pulls up, and there it is.
Atlanta ready to seal the deal.
Great barrier thief. Oh, Trey, what a move.
Will fire one up at the buzzer.
Behind the back.
Wilkins, look out.
Wow.
They come out clean.
Welcome back to another edition of Birds and Buckets. I'm Rashad Milligan, joined here by Malik Brown. Malik, how you feeling today?
Doing good, bro. How you doing? How you living?
Man, I can't call it. I'm feeling even better that we got a real, legend, friend of the show in the building, man. We ain't talked to this man in a couple of years. And I used to see this man around the city. So it wasn't even like we just seen him on the show and that was it. I used to see him around the city and everything too, man. We got my boy Chew.
Oh, ATL is, what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Cracking my boys.
I can't.
What's good, Drew? How you been, bro?
Hey, blessed. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm cooling. How about you, Malik? You good?
Good, bro. I'm good. Can't complain, man.
True. Before. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Malik.
No, I said I was glad he came on. Man.
Oh yeah, I'm glad to be back, man. I don't know where the call's been at.
Nah, don't do that. Hey, look. Hey, y'all. No. Hold on. I'm gonna say this right now. I done invited True to about 2-3 shows since Trae Young got traded. I hear thing yet. As soon as Malik invited him, oh yeah, when the link comes, I said, all right, bro. All right, that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, no cap. I'm gonna be real with you. I've been getting so many spam links from everybody. Like, at first I thought it was a spam link, so I seen that. I don't know what's going on with that. So. I did see you message me like a few weeks ago, but like I should have followed up and be like, yo, is this a spam or not? But literally within that time span, I had so many spam links. I had to bypass that. But next time I got you. I
appreciate it. Because
whenever y'all want me to come on, just hit me up whenever.
Okay, for sure. Appreciate that, True. But it was like the them little DMs. I was like, please vote for my podcast on this link. Yeah. Nah, that I was getting folks out of here for sure.
Folks been getting their whole entire Twitter's compromised and everything. So I wasn't trying to have that.
Nah. I heard that. Mm-hmm. Well, True. Like I said, before we get into it, man, with this top 5 ranking in the East and Hawks just rolling in general, let's go back to how you felt about the whole Trae Young situation and stuff. Because I don't know, like looking on Twitter, bro, it looked like you was a bit compromised. Like you know what I'm saying, like. You saw both sides, so I just want to hear from you, the horse's mouth. Like, how'd you feel about the Trae Young trade?
The inevitable. Real shit. Like, it's the inevitable, man. Like, it had to end up happening. Like, love my boy Trae and all that, but where the team was leading in that type of direction, I don't feel like he fit the program anymore. As simple as that. The league is trending to big wings, you know what I'm saying, long defenders, and those wings are the ones that's facilitating nowadays, a la Jalen Johnson. So I mean, like I think the writing was really on the wall, especially when we seen that he didn't get that contract extension, that's when we knew his time was coming to an end sooner than later. Especially with all the trade rumors that was coming up too, just all them inklings coming. So. I had a feeling that it was going to end up happening, but I wish him all the best for sure. You know what I'm saying? I ain't one of them Atlanta Hawks fans and hater that hopes he's going a downward direction. Like I hope he do his thing out on the Wizards as long as he ain't doing it to us. You know what I'm saying? But I think we fully equipped and ready for him when he comes to the city or when we go to the district. So I ain't worried about that.
Anything from you, Malik?
I don't know if you've been. I feel like Hawks Twitter has been like divided the past 2 weeks, especially during the winning streak, because like folks now are like, bro, no, stay on that side. Y'all was talking about we need Trae, blah, 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 blah. Like, oh no, don't come back over here now. Like, have you been seeing them, and like, I guess, how do you feel about people like, I guess, doing the switching up now, like, since they winning?
All right, so I've been seeing the whole Civil War. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got Captain America side, you got Iron Man side. I can't even tell. I ain't picking sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's simple as that. Like I said beforehand, I'm glad that he's on to a different area and he's doing his own thing. But I just felt like it needed to be done. But with everybody, like, the flipping sides and all that, like, I don't know, folks gonna be emotional regardless. Like, he was here for 7 years. We watched this dude come from Oklahoma as a Jit, you know what I'm saying, and growing to a man, seeing his family and all that. Like, so, like, everybody gonna have they personal ties and whatnot, how they really feel about Trey. That's why I say I don't really got too much ill will towards him, and I hope he does well. I have been seeing a lot of flip flopping, but I think a lot of people just still emotional about it. That's it. Like, you're gonna have the Trey Bays, so to speak. The Trey Bays gonna stick with their man. But for me, it's always Atlanta first. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's simple as that. I'm riding with my team. I ain't no player guy. Like, I ain't about to sit here and support you, but I hope you do well. But that's it. Like, it's a touchy situation, but I'm glad that we done moved on.
I mean, because I think it was important to hear from you, like, your exact thing, because like you said, like, you retweeted some stuff, you kind of alluded to, but you ain't never really, you know what I'm saying, address it. And I feel like it's important for people to hear from you because you are the person that came up with the whole we move. Mm-hmm. And that was something that Trey and the rest of the team grabbed that entire Eastern Conference Finals run. So it was like, I don't know. I feel like it was kind of like a different connection for you from Trey, from like the usual fan and everything like that. So, I don't know. It's just interesting kind of hearing your perspective on it and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, sure. I appreciate that. Sure. I mean, like, they could have gave me some residuals, you know what I'm saying? I would have appreciated that. But I mean, like, besides that, I mean, like, I don't know. I still rock with Trey just from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing in the district. But it's Jalen Johnson's squad now. Dyson Daniels behind them boys. Like, as simple as that. I think that everybody need to stop worrying about what Trey got going on. Like, his team not even – them boys tanking. Like, they ain't even thinking about winning. You know what I mean? Like, we on the better things right now. Like, we in a position where we can get solidified in the playoffs, exclude the whole play-in in general. We still have a chance to get the fourth seed. Why is we still worrying about what's going on in the district? You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. True. I do need you to recreate this iconic pod moment for us, bro.
What up?
Can you do this? All right, I'm gonna switch the screen in like 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, you muted, Malik. I can't even hear you.
No, I was saying he don't remember. He don't remember what he said when the last time he was on the pod, bro. Bro, you gotta show him the video. You gotta show him the video.
The video ain't even showing.
Because it's not a video, it's just a picture. I was gonna see if you know what I'm saying, if you could, you know what I mean, if you knew what was going on.
Nah, I don't. I'm gonna be real with you.
All right, hold on.
My memory.
Oh, bro, show him the video.
I got you. All right, so you gave us one of the best moments in this pod's history. All right.
Yeah, I'm interested to see this.
Malik's been doing the thing where
man, he damn near our best team. You know what I'm saying, right? Just because of his size. So who's to say that Onyeka ain't gonna be more valuable than Lou Williams in playoff time? Oh yeah, he a rookie, but we seeing what this rookie is already doing.
You even mentioned Reddit. You ain't even mentioned Dunn. Say Dunn.
Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn getting free checks. We ain't gonna see Chris Dunn the next year. Like, it ain't even no point of speaking on Chris Dunn. Salute to your defense and whatnot. But we had this man being street clothes every week. Like, we don't even need to speak on him. Cam Reddish.
Hey, bro, be the freshest.
Salute to your defense and whatnot, man.
Real talk. So that's how we feeling about Gabe.
Man, what? I seen them Laker fans. Please play Bronny JJ over Gabe Vincent. I said, oh, he the worst player in the league. And then he came over to the Hawks and he kept playing. I said, why is he playing? They said, he does bring defense to the team. Man, what? Salute to your defense and whatnot. He need to sit down. Go ahead, True.
Look, Gabe Vincent bringing more to the table than what Chris Dunn was doing for us. And no disrespect to Chris Dunn, because he turning up now. Like, he doing his thing on the Clippers. I've been watching him. Gabe Vincent, he brings more to the table just because he still brings that shot making ability from behind the arc. He a vet, so he know how to get guys involved, and he don't gotta do too much. He just out there and, you know what I'm saying, just flowing within the system. Because without Gabe Vincent in that third quarter last night, we wouldn't have won that game. So I mean, I'm fine with having Gabe Vincent on the squad.
No, look, Rashad don't like. Rashad thinks that Buddy need to play over Gabe. What do you think about Buddy getting like garbage time minutes?
All right, so Buddy, he the smiley guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he the good vibes, good locker room guy, and that's where he need to stay at, in my opinion. Like,
ain't no way.
Because I'm telling you, bro, because Gabe Vincent, at least he can bring defense, man. Like, Buddy Hield, one of the best shooters in the league, still to this day. But, like, the trade-off ain't there for me. And it's a reason why he ain't playing. Like, folks want to, you know what I'm saying, throw shade at Quinn about his lineups and all that. But Quinn know what he doing. He a professional, man. He a professional. So, I mean, I'm fine with him playing Gabe Vincent. I was a fan of Gabe Vincent's game when he was in the Miami Heat. So what happened with Gabe, once when he went to the Lakers, he got into more of a heliocentric type of offense, dealing with Luka and dealing with LeBron. We don't play like that. We don't have a single cat on this team that play in that type of system. This is just a free movement, running all types of sets and whatnot. So, like, that's where his strengths are at. So I'm fine with Gabe Vincent. I hope he keep on getting minutes, to be real. I know you might not be trying to hear that, Rashad, but
yeah, you know, I'm doing the mannequin challenge. They said it's 2016. Mannequin challenge real quick. I can't go. I ain't gonna hold you. I can't go. When this man scored 35 points in the game like 8 months ago, it's not. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I would get it if he was just super washed, nothing. But when you got Corey Kispert out there, he can't hit a lake in the ocean. What's the phrase? He can't hit a pool in the ocean, whatever the phrase is. He can't hit no big body of water right now, and you need some shooting. And you got Gabe Vincent. He can't provide you no offense. You don't do nothing but defense. And man, come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about for real, bro? That's all I'm saying. It's just like it's some times where it seems like the Hawks could use some more shooting out on the floor. And you have one of the, like you say, better shooters in the league on the bench. And he just, you know what I'm saying? Now he brought into crowd. They treat him like the Make-A-Wish kid. They treat him like the team manager on senior night. Like,
the 4-4 squad, they be chanting his name.
That's what I'm saying.
At the end of the game, yeah, I know. It's sad to see that. And Buddy, he easily got a place in this league. I just don't think that he need to be getting minutes for us, to be real. I kind of think we know what's going on, Buddy. He got that $3 million contract that's going on. They're gonna cut him at the end. He's gonna get his losses and whatnot, get his $3 million guaranteed. They're gonna cut losses from him at the end of the season. And then that's gonna be that. Then he's gonna sign with somebody that's actually gonna really need him. But we deep, man. The Hawks is really deep. Like, it might not be super deep with like high end talent, but towards the end of the bench, like, shoot, when everybody healthy, we don't need Buddy playing.
Put Bogey at that starting too. I don't want Bogey coming off the bench no more.
Yeah, get cut down to 8. So I'm gonna hear your perspective. You pretty much ran down your 8 and was like, we can't do 8. So I don't know. Do you see any parallels between 2020? Because this is what I say. I want to tell everybody: pump your brakes. pump your brakes. We're gonna get into that later on, but do you see any parallels just off top between this team and 2021?
That's actually a good question, man. That's a very good question. And I kind of do. Now I don't really sit here thinking about it. Like, had the whole turnaround when what's his name, Lord Pierce got fired, and then we just went on that crazy run. We was fueled by hate at that time. You know what I mean? And this time it ain't fueled by hate, but we cut losses with Trae Young, and I mean, like, we just seeing what we can really be. You know what I'm saying? Not just for now, but in the future. Like, look at that guy. Let me keep my words to myself before I say something crazy. But yeah. So, but we reaping the benefits right now. But just seeing how we looking without Trey, and this is just like honestly just the beginning. You know what I mean? Because when we add hopefully that top pick from the Pelicans, and you got the Cavs pick too, and I'm not sure what we gonna do with Kuminga or whatever, but we got a lot of avenues where we can go to extend this run.
Okay, Malik, I guess I'll go with you first on that
Yeah.
same question, but before I get into what I wanted to say.
So you know,
By the way, shout out Antoine. Show some love to Antoine. Antoine
Shout out
does
Shout out Antoine.
What's that? All right, go ahead, Malik.
Gang,
you know,
gang.
I do, like you said, I do see some parallels. Of course, like the kind of coach change or whatever. And then I mean, just going on the run the second half of the season, I think that's kind of like the biggest parallel for real. Like they went on the run second half of the season. Granted, they got the 5 seed. I don't know when they got the 5 seed in 2021 or whatever, but I mean they have it now. I don't know how long they keep it or if they move up any higher, but I mean they in the 5 seed like they were in 2021. So it is some parallels with that. I mean the team, of course, the teams are completely different in the way they play. I mean, anything, you got two promising young forwards on the team, just like you had DeAndre and Cam. You got Kuminga and Zach. Rashad probably don't like that. We'll get into that later probably, but I mean, but yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what this team is capable of. I feel like in 2021, when they were the 5 seed and they were facing the Knicks, it was kind of like everybody had that feeling of, yeah, like they probably gonna beat the Knicks. I don't know if everybody has that same confidence of like, oh, we don't know if they're gonna beat the Knicks this time, or if they move to the 5 seed, are they gonna beat Cleveland? Like, I don't know if it's still that type of certainty like it was in 2021, but I mean, both kind of sides were playing well around this time of the season. So
Go ahead, True.
No, I mean, like, when it comes down to believing, true believers, I think we got a chance, man. Like, if I'm looking at these standings right now, the only teams that I can say, like, we gonna be in some trouble with is, like, the Celtics and the Cavs, honestly. Like, the Pistons, I'm calling fool's gold on them boys. Like, yeah. Like, especially with Cade Cunningham, with him progressing back from that collapsed lung or whatnot, we'll give them a run for their money. We definitely ain't gonna get swept. Like, I just think that once when the games slow down and whatnot, Cade and it gets to that half court offense in the playoffs, Cade their main target, right? He gonna be their primary guy if he healthy. And then your next best guy is like an interior powerhouse with Jalen Duren. Like that can get neutralized a little bit to me, especially if you just being physical. Like they allowing both sides to play, and not like they did last night when they want to call ticky-tack fouls on Yucca every single time, even though Duren was literally pushing him in his back multiple times throughout the game. And the same thing with Landale, then we might be able to compete with them. But the Celtics, they on fire. They got they I ain't gonna say their best player, but I'll say right now their second best player with Jason Tatum coming back. He's still a phenomenal player, whether if he coming off an Achilles injury or not. They got a lot of good depth. So they the team that's for sure gonna take us off the map. The Knicks, bring them. The Cavs gonna give us a run for our money too. Like you got Harden, you got D Mitch, and then their front court, they just physically imposing if they healthy. But I mean, like, shoot, them boys put on their hard hat and go to work. Who's to know? We could have another magical run. Like, I got faith in our coach that we got this time. We run way more complex sets. And we just got some young gunners, man. Like, they're gonna be hungry. So I like our chances regardless. And even if we don't make a deep playoff run, man, at least we in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like we've been in the play-in projects for I don't know how many years. You feel me? Like, so shoot, we finally out bowling homes. So let us do our thing, man. Real talk. And the Atlanta Hawks fans, can y'all please calm down? All the negativity, like, thank the Lord, man. We finally back in a good position. I be getting tired of seeing all the negativity all the time. It's just like, damn, like, I'll be waking up on the wrong side of the bed, dog.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Folks been beefing during this winning streak. I'm like, bro, like, y'all not happy? Like,
Not the ball home.
Yeah, that's Bone Holmes.
Salute to him. We ain't there no more though.
Yeah, they're not there anymore, man. Shout out Bone Holmes, shout out Westside, man.
No.
All right, I gotta go like this, bro. I gotta say it like this. Like, first of all, like y'all said, like the hating and the split division and everything like that over this kind of made up trade thing that's been going on since Trey got hurt is crazy. Trey, I mean, his impact on the franchise is undeniable. Like people said, like, it's a fact. Like, the Hawks got closer to the NBA Finals than they have in the franchise's history since they moved to the city of Atlanta with Trey Young than anybody else. That's a fact. That's not an opinion. Like, so it's like this whole he didn't win nothing. He didn't do like chill. Like, I just don't understand it. And a large part of it, true. Like, we talk about it all the time with Malik, of just like a lot of fans is just young. So it's like, you don't know the Hawks for the longest. Like, when, I'm seeing, you see this revisionist history now because it's been 10 years, but they're like glamorizing the 2010 Hawks with Joe Johnson and Al Horford. They put in them highlights on the timeline with Jamal Crawford and Josh Smith. Back then, everybody was like, they ain't got no star, though. They ain't got no star. The city was not behind those boys. The city got behind Trey Young because they wanted a flashy so-and-so. Dominique Wilkins was still the most worn jersey during that entire era of Hawks basketball.
For sure.
The city got behind the team, the 60-win season, which was ironically the most boring team out of like all the Joe Johnson years and stuff like that. That was post Joe Johnson, just because they was winning. Like, the city just liked to see winners. It's kind of a bandwagon city. However, they do also love the Flash, Michael Vick, Andrew Jones, Dion, all you can go down the list and stuff like that, Dominique. So it's like, that's what Trey represented, and that's why the city got behind him. So it's like, the fact that they switched up on him, and even when he was in Atlanta, was like, oh, he take bad shots, Trey get on my nerves. It's like, you guys been begging for this for 20, 30 years, and now you're taking it for granted. And now we're seeing it still being taken for granted after the fact. And people, Trey, they're doing everything without the dictator. Like, it's annoying. So I want to say that first. Second, I say the one parallel that I do see between this team and 2021 is that I think 2021 was a great beneficiary of just the circumstances all around them. Like, Ben Simmons on the peak of his, of his mental breakdown happened when the Hawks faced them. The Knicks. The Knicks, Trey just beat them. Like, that was the sweet. Trey just beat them boys. So Trey got the Knicks, the Sixers, Ben Simmons mental breakdown, and then the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, they were just hot and feeling themselves at that point. They had the momentum and all that, and then we know the rest. Stepped on the ref's foot, and that was that. But I think these Hawks are also, just benefiting from the type of time that we're in. Like Mo Wagner gets hurt, and the Magic just all the way from about 6 to 8 right now. They'll still probably keep going down. As the Hornets are the hottest team in the league. You have the Raptors. The Raptors are just going through a slump at the worst possible time of the season. They were good all year, and then post All-Star break, they just start losing a bit, and they're tanking. And the Hawks are just rising. So it's just they're benefiting off of that. They're benefiting off of the Paul George suspension, and kind of the who else got Tyrese Maxey got hurt and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's just like exactly a bunch of things with these teams that happened that the Hawks are just kind of benefiting from. In the meantime, Cade going down. So like everybody was saying during the winning streak, you play the schedule, and like okay, no Cade with the Pistons. Y'all haven't been able to beat the Pistons all year. Squeeze out one in overtime. CJ, he beat the Pistons in Detroit, or he put up a good fight against the Pistons in Detroit with Washington earlier. He did the same thing last night. Of course, I didn't really like the shot at the end of regulation. I thought maybe it should have gone to Knob, but it ended up working out in overtime where he hit a big one in overtime to seal the deal. So that's what I see first. I don't necessarily think that the Hawks are just like some sensational better team than they were before. It's literally just like everybody else is kind of crumbling while the Hawks are just playing well. And, the confidence builds from those games that you're supposed to win, and they're winning those games as opposed to in the past, they will at least lose every 1/3 of those games. So I'll say that. In terms of teams that I don't think they can beat, it's the lower seeded teams. Like, I don't know. You were talking about about the Pistons being fake. I don't know if the Pistons beat the Charlotte Hornets in the first round.
It's just about the timing, man. They hot, and with Cade, like that's the number one thing. If Cade isn't going to be healthy in that first round, you don't know what can happen. And then they front court, they can kind of compete with Durham. They got Kalkbrenner, and then they got Diabate, and Diabate physical. And you seen what happened last time when they got the brawling and whatnot. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Diabate about that life, So
yeah.
I think that would be a real fun matchup. I don't think the Pistons want to see that. So
That's
I can see it. Like, I honestly hope that Cade come back though, just because I want everybody to be at that full strength, so there ain't no excuses.
Yeah, you don't want no.
And then just as a basketball enthusiast, man, like I want to see the best ball possible in these playoffs. So hopefully everything all right with him. But they said it was a mild case with his collapsed lung, and they didn't say it was like too severe. So he might be back for that first round. We'll see.
Yeah, that's the plan in the reports. It's looking like he's gonna be back first round.
Yeah, they actually put up a clip of him at a practice facility doing some light work. So
for sure.
Seems like he's progressing.
I'll say this. I don't think the Hawks can beat the Hornets right now. I don't think the Hawks can beat the Raptors right now. And I don't think the Hawks can beat the Pistons in the series.
Say that one more time.
I'll say the Hornets, the Raptors, and the Pistons. Those are the three teams I don't think the Hawks can beat in the series right now. I think Cleveland, you catch Cleveland on the right 2 weeks. James Harden, go back into that playoff mode, game 7. What happened to James Harden? If you get to that, you can beat the Cavs. You get to the Knicks, you catch the Knicks on the right 2 weeks. I think they can sneak out 4 against the Knicks.
Okay.
Boston, the Hawks, the Quinn Snyder Hawks for some reason just always match up well with Boston. I don't know why, but they do. And it's always a good game. So, you put in a series of good games, you can squeak out a couple wins that you weren't supposed to get. So that's why I say it is just these 3 teams that I'm like, Oh, I don't know if the Hawks going to get them, but everybody else, I think on the right 2 weeks, Cleveland is not a given, New York's not a given, Boston's not a given. Duh, that's the obvious. However, I'm saying I think the Hawks do have a chance against them on the right 2 weeks.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I do think the Pistons are vulnerable to the point of like, if you don't have Cade, you really don't have anything kind of else to. And granted, they've been competing without him, but the playoffs different, and I don't think you gonna survive off of Jalen Duren being the number one option. And if you got a center like True said, like if they play the Hornets and they got to go up against Diabate and them other, like it might. I can see that being like a 7-game series. I can definitely see Charlotte and Detroit being a 7-game series, but I don't know. I still got questions on Detroit. They had a good regular season for sure, but I mean it's kind of them teams where they have a good regular season and then I mean it kind of remind you of the 2016, 2015 Hawks. Like they had it rolling, but they really had that number one. I mean, granted, Cade is the number one option, but I mean, you kind of after that, what else you got? You feel me? So I think they can fold. Even though the Hawks do match up with the Celtics, I guess over the past few years, that's the one team I don't want them to see at all. Like, I think the Celtics might be like the best team right now. I think they got the best chance to go to the finals out of the whole East right now. Like, they're different. And I think the Knicks are fluky too. I definitely think the Knicks are fluky. Outside of like, I know Jalen Brunson gonna give me 30, but Cat can give me 30. Cat can give me 9. You feel me? Like you don't know what Cat we gonna get. Mikal been up and down. Like I don't really. Josh Hart is Josh Hart, but I don't. If it's not Jalen, then who else? Cavs. Only thing I got, I'm like James Harden is good for folding in the playoffs. So you're gonna always have a chance against the James Harden team. The Hawks can't beat the Raptors, apparently. They haven't done so all season, so I wouldn't want to face them. And then, of course, they've had their up and down with the Hornets. So everybody else, I'm pretty cool. Like I think they've handled the Sixers all season. They've handled the Magic all season. Seem like they can't beat the Heat when it matters at some points. But that's really what I'm looking at when I'm looking at this whole like everything. I don't really if we being honest, if they stay 5, I'd rather them slip to 6 so they can play the Knicks instead of 5 so they can play the Cavs, in my opinion.
For sure. I like it.
Yeah, I do want to say this too about the 2015 Hawks because the NBA Twitter, they do that a lot with the 2015 Hawks. There's a lot of context missing from that team of just like those guys being banged up and then like NYPD police brutality taking out his best wing defender and his best wing. And then, Dellavedova diving at Al Horford's legs and Kyle Korver's legs and Damari Carroll's legs. Like, that's the team. Like, those name 4 players right there that were injured from, like, dirty play or police brutality. You know what I mean?
Real talk.
It's a whole Go ahead, True.
Our whole star lineup was banged up at that point, especially with the dirty plays. And then folks be forgetting our best damn player with Paul Millsap, he had his shoulder was messed up too. So he was dealing with a shoulder injury. Like I don't know if it was dislocated or sprained or whatnot. So he clearly wasn't looking like himself at that point. Like you said, with the police brutality with Tabo, like that's our best wing defender. Like I ain't saying we was gonna beat the Cavs, but we sure as hell wasn't gonna get swept.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because it's like that's the rap that team gets because they got swept in the conference finals, and it's like that team wasn't that. But it's like the main thing they was calling on was like who's the superstar, who gets the last shot. That's what they were saying all year long. And so when 3 or 4 players who are kind of really important to the team go down, then it's like the team ain't really that good anymore because Cleveland. The same thing happened to them, right? With Kyrie and Kevin Love a couple of those years when they faced the Warriors for 10 years in a row. They still had LeBron, you know, and the Hawks just didn't have a LeBron, you know. Al Horford, when you needed him the most, had 1 rebound. And then he says nothing about the team for 10 years. And he comes back and says, oh, Magic City's bad. Magic City bad. Me no black. Me Dominican. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, bro. Like I went to your camp. I went to your camp, bro. 15 years old. Like, you taught me how to, like, you know what I'm saying? Hold your feet shoulder width for a better shot. I was shooting with my feet together. I'm trying to be like JJ Redick. You said no. Like this. Ever since then, my jump shot got so much better. Like, I had a lot of love for Al Horford. So it's like, for you to just turn around and turn heel like that is crazy. But you know, we gonna keep it pushing, man. All right, yeah. So that's the playoffs and stuff. I want to get to this real quick, you know, because we got to do this every episode, man. And this ain't even on the mind of Hawks fans anymore, just because the actual team has been so good. But
I wouldn't say that.
yeah. All right, wait, you know, you know.
Dude, I look at that every day.
But you know, some people, they're not even talking about it anymore. So for that, let's run it. New Orleans has been losing a little bit. Milwaukee's, like we talked about this last week, that Milwaukee is probably going to end up with the same record as New Orleans, since the fact that the Pelicans were winning a bit more with DeJounte. They're a lot more competitive. And honestly, the Pelicans, to be honest, they did get screwed in MSG. You know, Derek Queen was just closing out on Josh Hart. Josh Hart cried to the ref. They call it a flagrant foul. He get 3 free throws and the ball back. They won by 5 points. So, I mean, yeah, it did get dead on that, you know what I mean? So, Pale should be, you know what I mean, close to the Milwaukee. But if Giannis comes back to end the season like he wants to, that might affect the thing. But I think the Hawks have a legit 2 chances to get kind of near the top 5. So let's see. First try. All right, 3. Okay. All right, so Cameron Boozer. Wait, True. Are you going Cam Boozer?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, you already got Asa Newell, Jalen Johnson, Mo Gay.
Yeah, it don't matter. Man, we ain't worried about positions. Get the best player available. You know what I mean? Like, if Boozer's there, then take him. I think he's gonna go higher than 3 though. He ain't gonna be there at 3. He's gonna either be number 1 or number 2.
Oh, so you got Darren falling to 3?
Yeah. Which I'll take him all day too.
Hey, so the Hawks getting Kobe Bryant.
He got Kobe falling to 3.
They getting Kobe Bryant. Hey, what it is? I take Kobe.
I don't think he's gonna be no Kobe, man. But
he Kobe, bro. He don't want.
I ain't gonna complain if that's what he turned into. But shoot,
you seen a highlight of him scoring 72 in the 7th grade?
Say again.
You seen a highlight of him scoring like 72 in the 7th grade?
I need to check that out.
That boy different. Hey, like it said 7th grader Darren Peterson. I'm like, oh yeah, he was born to be this. He was born to be this. Hold on, let me see.
I believe it.
7th grade.
True. What you think about Aka?
Come on, bro.
He tough. Are you asking like in regards to him being on the Hawks?
Yeah, on the Hawks. Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna be real with you. I think I'm kind of over the little small guard movement.
Respect.
Real with you.
Respect.
But if he becomes a Hawk, then welcome. You know what I mean? Like, the difference between him and Trey is that he ain't gonna be like the focal point if he is on our squad. Like, shoot, for the first few years, he probably gonna be coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? And being the main scorer off the bench and whatnot. But like, he's tough. I'm saying that right now. I ain't against it. I'm just, if we got options beforehand, then I'm taking the bigger guys like that have some length, like the Boozers, the Caleb Wilsons, the Bouncers or whatnot.
Y'all are gonna be welcome back, and you're gonna be welcome back in the Atlanta Hawks sphere and stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't know if y'all are gonna want him in the Hawks. He probably don't.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Shout out to Yoda though.
Shout out Yoda, man.
I hope he don't got no ill will towards us or whatnot, towards the Hawks.
I mean, I ain't Trey. That was right. All right. Try number 2.
Adam Silver. Big dog, we appreciate you. You see,
Kobe Bryant.
this is really a premonition for real. What I'm seeing.
The first 2 tries. And then look at this, Malik.
The last one was like that too. The last
Like,
one
it
was like
was?
that. The last one was like that.
I feel like enough people not talking about that. True.
They finna and they
With the
finna get.
Pacers
And
protection.
Indiana fall out that top 4. It goes to the Clippers.
Yeah. That's why I think it's funny that they are like going crazy with the tank. Like you would think that they'll try to stay in between, like at the 2 to 3 4 spot, so they don't drop. Like if they stay at 1, it's a 50% chance. That means it's just a coin flip that y'all gonna get number 5. So they playing a real dangerous game at the end of this stretch.
Yeah, Adam Silver, he might give him number 5 just to like, because he said this tank ain't in right now. That's what he said.
Yeah.
So I think he might just give him number 5 just to make a thing. And then
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you pull up the tweet that Mark Stein said about how they having a board of governors meeting, not just for next year, but he said it's going to take place this draft. I think a lot of folks like skipped over that part. You know how in this generation they don't like to read the whole passage and whatnot. And he did kind of slide it towards the end.
Yeah.
But I think folks need to carefully read that part. That's going to affect before this upcoming draft.
Where we
I'm
at?
telling you.
That's
He
facts.
said, I think it's working. Hey, you better stand on all 10, Adam Silver.
I saw a few Hawks fans. They were like, "Y'all need to pay attention to what he said." He said this summer too. I said he did.
Is this one?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Made to vote on lottery reforms that go into effect in the 2026-2027 season. And before this summer's upcoming draft and free agency, we are going to fix it. ... Full stop. Ooh, yikes.
And you see how that "and" is capitalized, y'all? Capitalized for a reason.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, like, I got a conspiracy. Giannis is about to get traded this summer, right?
Facts.
So wouldn't it be in their best interest to make sure that the Bucks get a top flight prospect this upcoming draft?
Facts.
So I got a theory that they're going to jump that pick. And regardless of not, if whatever pick jumps, the Hawks get. So they might mess around and jump both of the picks and just say, F it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could really see it. And now that might be a hopeful.
That's what they did with the
conspiracy
Mavs.
on our end. Yeah.
Live King, what's on? Live King, my boy. Hey, I hope you doing better and everything like that. I hope everything good. Hope you booted back up. Hey, that was crazy for the WNBA season. But yeah. Over here, I'm thinking like to Malik's point. I'm like, you trade Trey. That's kind of like you agreeing under the table, shaking your hand with Adam Silver to get the number 1. I mean, Anthony Davis get traded from the Pelicans, you get Zion. Luka get traded from the Mavs, you get Cooper Flag. The Hawks trade Trey, you should get Darren Peterson. So, yeah, I know True not a DP guy, but okay.
Hey, I'm a DP guy. Don't get me wrong. Like, I like Darren. The whole big 3. I'm cool with. Like, talent is talent at the end of the day. But if I'm going with a preference right now, I'd rather have one of them bigger wings. That's it. I think we need some more size and physicality.
No, I heard it.
But DP, he tough as it gets when it comes down to the guard prospect. So I'll take him all day. That's essentially replacing what CJ McCollum is doing for us.
No, I can't go. I mean, shout out CJ. Shout out CJ.
I'm saying the role, fam.
Oh yeah. Professional scorer for sure.
Exactly. For sure. That's just the role. I ain't saying that's what he gonna be. Like,
no,
better than him, but.
No.
But at the end of the day, CJ, he like that. Like, he been in the league for a long time, giving us nothing under 20. You know what I'm saying?
CJ can't lock down like DP.
Oh yeah, for sure, without a doubt.
Yeah, DP he put on them straps, and even though it's ironic, like we talked about it when the trade first happened of how like that's his like big homie and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Like I feel like CJ, he says he's interested in staying with the Hawks. You know, he got a family. He's getting older. At the same time, CJ is a businessman and he is getting older. These are his last couple chances for a bag. I think if another team offers him a bag because he's been playing well for the Hawks lately, I think he might jump ship.
Oh yeah, for sure. And if that's what he does, then good for him. True.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, for sure. Get your money, black man. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, because it was like, oh, do they keep CJ to mentor Darren Peterson and that's his big homie? I don't know. I think it's on CJ. I think here at 8, you put yourself in the who is this? Native Mint? I guess Native Mint range. So yeah, because I feel like A Cuff, he done talked himself in the top 5, so he kind of gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got
So
Native
you're
Mint.
saying if we end up just staying put?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to go with old boy from Michigan, Ademar, or I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Oh, the center.
Yeah, from Michigan.
Yeah, the center.
And I know most mock drafts got him going like in the 20s, whatnot. I'm calling bluffs on that. I think the league gonna prioritize that type of size and skill, that combination of size and skill. I think he's going in the lottery, and I'll welcome him with open arms to Atlanta because that's the type of prospect we need if we are not in like that top 5 range. Because Nate meant like, bro, we just got Ricochet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know folks gonna have what they had to say about Ricochet and whatnot. I get it, but I think he's gonna keep on improving. He might not live up to no number 1 pick, and I get that, but like, bro, we had like the 11th pick, the 10th pick in that draft when we jumped and got Ricochet. So I kind of look at him as if, say, we just stayed put at 10 and we ended up with Ricochet. Like that's cool value to me. And he's still young. He's like 20 years old. And he kind of got thrusted into a situation where he can't really just get his whole entire bag off too. You know what I mean? Like he's showing promising skills on defense every night. That's one thing you can say. He give his hustle and give his heart on defense, and he can make shots. Like he went through his slump just like a lot of sophomores do. But with Jalen Johnson, his leadership and the staff that we got in place, I think he's gonna just continue to get better, and I got faith in him. I'm not soured on Ricochet. Now I might joke and with the rest of the timeline call Reese shit and all that whenever he have a bad game, but I just be playing along. I still got faith in him. But Nate the Mint, like he good. I seen a few games with him at Tennessee, and we get him, welcome. But the guy that's on the screen right there, like, give me him.
Yeah, so you say if you fall out pretty much outside the top 4, you say just go with a center, go with need.
Yeah, go him. And then it'll be, this draft is so deep, man. So we'll be able to get like a guard or a wing with Cavs pick. Shoot, if we even keep that pick. But from what I feel like Ansi is doing, I kind of feel like he values those picks.
Yeah.
And them cheap contracts to have. So I think we'll be keeping them. But if we don't, regardless or not, that's the guy that I'm riding with right there.
Well, what do you see Asa Newell developing into?
A solid rotational guy without a doubt. Like he got promised to be a starter, but like he got Jalen Johnson. So we just need him to become a rotational guy. And I think that's what he's gonna bring. Like he bringing stuff to the table even within his rookie season. He looks good in the college part to me. So like, and I value the G League. I know a lot of folks don't pay attention to it, but shoot, Jalen Johnson, our best player on the Hawks, like he commits the G League for his development almost every single time you ask him about it. So I think we're in good hands with Asa. I like the draft pick, especially with him being tied to the fact that we got the Pelicans pick. Like we got a 2-for-1. Like we getting the top 10 pick, and we got Asa just to move back 10 spots. So I'm like, it's a win-win for everybody. Like everybody want to dog out the Pelicans and whatnot, but They essentially did what the Falcons did. They punted on. They picked for this year to gain another asset quicker, and that's essentially what the Pelicans did. So, like everybody want to clown on the Pelicans and whatnot, but at the end of the day, I feel like they're still happy. They might not be happy because they ain't winning too much, but they still got a promising prospect with Derek Queen.
Yeah, and the thing about Derek Queen, I don't think he's gonna, end up running his Mercedes multiple times into his girlfriend's car.
Love blow, man. Dang, we ain't had to bring that into the picture.
So I definitely think, salute to that. Like it's like J. Cole, he was like, don't want to kick a man when he's down. I was like, wasn't he like on camera kicking Cassie when she was but like so I think about, all those things and stuff like that. Risha Shea, I mean, salute the true man. What a way to bend the perspective of a disappointed number 1 overall pick. Like I respect it. I respect it. Like they were supposed to get the 10th, 11th pick anyway. I think Asa Newell, he has like a kind of trajectory to be like, obviously not necessarily Jalen Johnson because he does everything, and you already brought in Kuminga, so now it's a bit crowded. But like you said, he could have been like darn near a star or whatever. If he was a couple inches taller to be a center full time, oh man, Asa Newell could have definitely thrived and been what the Hawks needed at that 5 spot. But it just is what it is. So I think it's interesting to see what he'll develop into, and then and see, kind of like you said, it's easy to talk about the lottery pick, but that Cleveland pick as well. See, like, what did they do with that? Does that pick replace Keaton Wallace? Does that pick replace Gabe Vincent? I don't know. So it should be interesting to see what will happen at the end of the day. Like, how long do you hold on to Kobe? Do you hold on to Kobe Johnson as long as Milwaukee holds on to the Nassus? I don't know. These are just things that you got to think of with the Hawks with the terms of the end of bench, because that Cleveland pick is going to be an end of the bench guy. So,
without doubt. I mean, like that Cleveland pick probably not even going to be playing. Well, I'll be surprised if it is. But
yeah,
it's going to be another Nico.
Oh man, that Nico! No, like I thought Nico was going to be the one. Boy, I like Nico better than what did you say?
I don't even think Nico signed.
No, I said I thought like the idea of him, I thought he was gonna be good, but it just didn't work out. But shoot, who knows? Like he might do his thing overseas and continue to work on his game and get back in the league.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the first one was number 3, second one was number 1, third one was number 8. Now, okay, falling to number 9. Don't hurt too much. Same ballpark.
Golden State getting number 1 is crazy.
Oh, I didn't even watch the rest of it. Indiana once again falling out the top 4. Brooklyn gets number 1. Memphis getting number 1. Sacramento. Indiana keeps their pick barely. Dallas falls to 7. Hawks stay at 8. Okay, now the Hawks are staying around. This is usually how it goes for me on this tankathon every single time. Like the first couple of jumps, the Hawks in the top 3, and then they just stay around 8, 9, 10 the rest of the way.
As Adam Silver saying, y'all steering away from the plot. We already told you what's going to happen.
All right. So that's about it right there. Malik, was there anything else that you wanted to say about the draft before we get to the schedule?
Nah, I think, just like we have every week, I think the same thing kind of applies, bro. If they get one, I feel like it's going to be, you either got to go Darren or AJ. And if you go, if you stay 8-9, then you in that Nate Ament, Flemings, the Michigan guy, in that territory. So, at that point, you might just want to go best player available. We'll need, and they need a backup center. So, I would definitely take him for sure.
I don't even think it's a debate between Darren and AJ, to be honest, bro.
It's not. It kind of just, I feel like at this point now, it depends on what the Hawks are going to do with the rest of the team. because if you still have if you're running it back with this same team, I guess the top 8 or 9 guys, I don't particularly know where Darren fits in. Like, whose minutes is he taking?
But I'm
Like-
saying this. I'm saying this though. Think about this. Like in the long run, you pass up on Kobe Bryant because you had Dyson Daniels.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
You can't pass.
But
up on
I don't.
CJ.
I don't think it's that like. I don't think it's like this. Like when it comes to Darren and AJ, I don't think it's that far off. I think they like maybe like this at least.
He outplay him every single time.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's like a wash. So I don't know. It would be interesting to see what they do. It really would be. I don't know. And he might just end up dropping. I don't know because of his injury stuff. I don't know.
I don't like how y'all just keep on saying Darren and AJ. What about Cam Boozer?
Oh,
Y'all ain't bringing Boozer into the picture. Like, what's going on?
Al Horford, bro.
Al Horford.
Yes, bro.
Man.
He Al Horford, bro.
No,
Salute.
bro.
Like Al Horford, a solid 20 and 10. You know what I'm saying? All-star.
We ain't watching the same game, man. My
He
brother.
He shoot the 3 ball. He Al Horford with the 3 ball with the early career athleticism of Al Horford. That's what he is.
Nah. We ain't watching the same game. I'm telling you. Like that dude, he a number 1 on somebody's squad.
He nice.
And especially with the Hawks, like just the physicality, the rebounding that he brings, and the guaranteed efficient buckets that he would give us, man. I think y'all sleeping on that. Well, I ain't gonna say y'all, but just in general, I think people were sleeping on that.
No, you can include me in there because like I definitely got him number 3, and I got Caleb Wilson number 4.
For sure. I mean, like, if you got them interchangeable, then cool, but y'all gotta include Boozer into that number 1, number 2 talks. Like,
I think it's like Darren, AJ, Cam, Caleb. Like I think they, you know what I mean?
So you saying that
Everybody else.
that Boozer and Caleb is in their own tier? You think?
Yeah.
I can't agree with that.
Yeah.
I feel it though. I think I honestly feel like all 3 of them boys is really in the same tier to me.
I think Darren changes your franchise like immediately, and I think AJ is like a great piece to build around. And I think Cam is a great piece to add. He is a piece of a championship team for sure.
Okay.
I think he like, and this comparison gonna sound crazy because he wasn't just a piece; he was the piece, like a Tim Duncan. Like I think Cam Boozer's game is so kind of, you know what I mean? It's not dependent too much on everything. He like low to the ground, everything with his jump shot, all that stuff. So he'd be able to play like this for a long time. And kind of like Timmy, kind of like Al Horford.
So you just compare him to a top 10 guy?
Yeah, for sure. I know. I said that.
Timmy, like, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, like, I've been watching a lot of Duke basketball.
Yeah.
And he's it. Like, even you can be watching Cam Boozer and thinking that he's having just a so-so game. And at the end of the game, you see this kid still got an efficient 20, about 5 assists, 10-plus rebounds. Like, and that's light work for that kid. And he doing this. He younger than all these dudes. He 18 years old.
Salute.
Nah, him behind. I don't know. How would you play that if you do draft him? What would that lineup look with Jalen? Would Jalen be the 3?
It don't matter where Jalen at. Because Jalen, like, we got to start viewing him as like a LeBron-esque type of play style guy. Like, he really are one. You know what I mean? Him and Dyson are ball handlers.
Facts.
And so he versatile enough to really to play anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, he basically are point guard / point forward. And then the thing is with Cam Boozer, he versatile enough to where he almost in that same realm. Like it's gonna be times where he's gonna be bringing the ball up in certain instances. And we got so many versatile folks in our lineup already with Dyson and all whatnot. Like you don't really need a traditional ball handler anyways. But we can't put positions on Jalen Johnson in my opinion. So like I see that topic a lot when we talk about Jalen Johnson and Boozer's fit. Like, shoot, bump the fit. Just get the player and worry about that after. That's a good problem to have. That's a great problem to have.
True. I respect that.
No pun. No pun. I like Kuminga coming off the bench. I think he kind of got to stay there. He kind of stuck there until he like step up his game. But even then, it's like him and Jalen mirror each other too much.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think Kuminga gonna be on the squad for too much longer.
Okay.
I could see us like making, especially if something comes available,
Right.
he'll be the first person that's gonna be packaged in because he making like 20 mil.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I don't want to be too harsh on him because I think he's a good player. I think a lot of people was forgetting that he is coming off an injury too. Like that, a knee injury ain't nothing to play with. Just because I've been through it my dang self.
Yeah.
And it take a minute. And then he was off and on in the lineup with the Warriors, so he probably not even in the best game shape. And then you add on that in the NBA they also don't practice that much throughout the season, so he probably ain't in the best of game ready shape. And that ain't no excuse. That's just me calling it what it is. But I ain't too worried about Kuminga. But I do think it's a good possibility that he probably ain't gonna be a Hawk for that much longer. Because it was just essentially like an expiring contract for an expiring contract. And even though Kuminga's contract ain't technically expiring, it is a team option.
Yeah.
So I think I could easily see us just picking up the option and then say if something just an upgrade comes to the team and honestly like let's just punch it in, then it will happen.
I randomly thought about this old moment and I'll tell you like my train of thought with it. One time I seen True in Atlanta. Well, actually Gwinnett, shout out to North. At the Bronny game. You know,
It was Quavo's weekend.
Quavo weekend, and it was like Burkmar's team was playing Sierra Canyon. And so Bronny didn't play, but he was at the game. And Amari Bailey also didn't play. So they set him out. And that made me think about when Bryce James was at Kai Sinat house for the Mafia-thon with Kevin Hart on the court, and it was raining outside, and Kevin was like, whoa, we got to protect the investment. He's talking about Bryce James. And Bryce James just get red-shirted at the end of the bench. And I was just thinking about how precious Kevin Hart was just talking about Bryce James as a prospect and that is a promising kid with this bright future. And, you know what I mean? Shout out Silo Sanders, man. Shout out Bryce James, man. Shout out Zuri James. Zuri James might be the one if Savannah stopped. Hey, come on, Savannah. Let the girl play. She obviously want to play the game.
Yeah.
Your brother's doing it.
Hopefully she do. You know what I mean? Like, rest in peace, but we didn't even get to see Gigi. You know what I mean? Like,
all the time, because she that age now.
Yeah, so hopefully Savannah allows that to happen if that's what Zuri wants to do. If she don't want to play basketball, then do your thing. But I could understand from a Savannah standpoint why she probably don't want her to get in that type of light.
Yeah. Bronny's had a really good pro career. Like, when you look at his Sierra Canyon teammates, like the ones who had people always talking about, oh, you LeBron's son. Like, let's look at Zaire Williams. Let's look at BJ Boston. Who, ni hao. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's had a very solid, like, Amari Bailey trying to go back to college. Bronny James just had a very solid career, bro.
So far, without a doubt. I mean, like, he gonna always get the bad rep or whatnot just because they want to claim nepotism and all that. But shoot, what's wrong with a little nepotism when it comes down to our brothers? You know what I mean? Shoot. So,
Even beyond
but
that,
he
it's
still
just like,
earned his keep though. Like,
yeah, I'm saying, look at Zaire Williams. Like, shout out Zaire Williams. He's held a spot in the league the longest out of all the Sierra Canyon kids.
mhm.
But like, look at the rest of those Sierra Canyon kids who had Ball Is Life mixtapes and all this hype. BJ moved all the way across the country from Norcross. He's not in the league anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the type of games that Bronny has had in the G League and a 17-point game in a regular season NBA game. Like, I don't know. I feel like, shoot, forget the nepotism. Just bar for bar, who's had the better professional career, and it's been Bronny James. I mean, outside of Zaire Williams, like Zaire Williams, because he stayed on the roster for longer because he's older than him. But I mean, where's D Wade's son? If we talking about nepotism, like, you know what I mean? Like, talent comes in at some point, but you know, people never give him that because his last name.
Exactly. I totally agree with that. Yeah, he earned his keep. Like, as simple as that. It's undeniable when we actually seen it on the court. And well, this is second year. Like,
Yeah,
it's only up for him. To be real.
for sure, for sure. All right, fellas, let's get into the schedule for the next week. Boston twice. Gosh, Lee. Boy's about to get tell. All right, so you got
You
Boston.
don't know that.
Oh, yeah. At Boston first, and then Sacramento at home. Okay, that's a dub. I'll just say that for everybody right now.
See, the
Okay,
thing with Boston,
Boston.
you gotta keep an eye on their injury report because they already listed like 3 key guys questionable for tomorrow. With
Yeah,
Jaylen Brown, which is huge if he don't play,
yeah.
and it said he has left calf tightness. That ain't nothing that a team gonna play around with when it comes down
Sit
to
him.
calf tightness.
He said,
So, especially with what Jason Tatum just went through last year, you think that they actually gonna play him? So there's a good chance that he ain't gonna play. Cater, he might not play, and then they had Derek White questionable as well. So I'm pretty sure out of them 3, maybe one of them is probably still gonna play, but I could see them sitting Jalen just for one of them games. So if we can just split at least one with the Celtics, I'll take that all day. And if we playing with house money, we get both of them.
so you got those 2 games, and then the last game is at Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, we'll stop at Orlando. What do y'all have the Hawks going next week?
So we only covering them 3 games.
4.
4.
Yeah, the 2
Magic.
Celtics, Sacramento, and Magic.
Yeah, that's right. Them twice. I say 3-1, man. We rolling, we hot. The one that we gonna drop is probably to the Celtics on not tomorrow, but on Monday.
Okay, bet. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking if the injury report stay how it is, and like True said, either like one of them 3 play, I think they'll win. They'll win in Boston. They'll come back next day, beat Sacramento. I hate to see them lose at the crib to the Celtics, but I just think they'll be full health by then. So I think they'll take that, and then I mean they've been whooping on the Orlando all season, so I don't see why it should stop now.
I got 2-2. I had 2-2 because I see, like, just because they've been beating Orlando all season. Like Desmond Bane, he been trying to like tear the arm socket out of Onyeka all season, like throwing the ball at his head and pulling him down. Like, I feel like at some point they got to at least get one. So I think this might be the one they get.
See, the thing is about them,
Yeah.
I feel you if they had Franz Wagner.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
sure.
he been out. So that's really been the downfall of the match. They missing their second best player. Well, really, and on some given nights, their best player. And a lot of people ain't taking into account of that for some reason. I guess just people don't like Orlando. Folks don't like Paolo Banchero for some reason. Because they be calling him PB No J and all that. I'm like, dang, like
Yeah, they be going
they
crazy.
be going in on him.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like Ricochet don't even get enough. He be still laying low under the radar.
And that's fine. And the reason why is because it's a weak draft, man.
It was a weak draft, facts.
Like it's just as simple as that. Nobody is really holding that entire draft class to a high standard. Like Stephon Castle, he went what, like number 4, I think?
Yeah.
3 or 4?
Yeah.
And he's essentially the best player from that class.
Right.
But like there's other guys in that class that like they ain't performing up to the potential either. But going into that class, everybody viewed it as a weak class regardless.
Facts.
So that's the reason why nobody gonna hold Zachary Ricochet to a certain standard just because it was just a weak class in general. So he can fly on the radar for sure.
Yeah, no, I say that all the time. Of like, I seen people was like, "Dang, imagine if the Hawks picked Buzelis," and I was like, "You wanted the Hawks to pick Matas Buzelis with the number 1 overall pick? That's how bad the draft was. Matas Buzelis as the number 1 over. That's crazy. That's a crazy draft. So,
he ended up going like number 10 or 11.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
say
revisionist history.
Facts. I got I have them splitting with the Celtics, beating the Kings because when they sat down, Dre and said, "Oh, he got an eye surgery to be out for the rest of the year." I said, "All right, bro, y'all just making up stuff at this
point." Y'all know what's going on with them.
Them, excuse me, the Wizards talking about something flared up with Trey hit. All right, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing here? Anthony Davis can't sit. He can't play. Anthony Davis can barely walk. I'm watching Anthony Davis walk right now on the sideline. He walking in the sweatsuit. What is you talking about? He can't walk. Yeah, it's crazy. Jaren Jackson Jr. I don't know if he'll be able to play again until it's 2026. You know, I don't like it at all. But Adam Silver going to do something about it, as we read. Thank you, Mark Stein. Thank you, Truth, for pointing that out. Yeah, so I got them split in Boston, win in Sacramento, and then lose in Orlando just because they've been beating up on Orlando, and Orlando really want to beat them boys. So I think they might slip out one. All right. Appreciate you stopping by again, man.
You know it.
Man.
APL-ish at the end of the day.
Come on.
Always.
Come on now. You said you thought I switched. You thought I like switched up. What you mean?
Hey man, all I'm saying,
I can't pay my bills.
Hey, we want you to do that all day. We just making sure, I got to throw a little jab at you.
Hey, that's really why he wasn't responding to you. That's really why he let you
never that.
No, it's crazy. The way I get treated down here, once I tell people where I'm from, it's crazy. I'm like, bro, like, goodness gracious, I'm just trying to pay my bills, bro. That's it.
Hey, salute to you, brother.
I ain't never gonna say them 2 words. If I ain't never gonna say them 2 words, it shouldn't be no problem.
Straight like that, always.
I ain't never gonna say them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was like, oh, you gonna go in the game, or, watch the game with your boys? I said, nah, I ain't trying to step in there. He said, what you mean? I said, loyalty. He said, no, you can't say that. You can't say that. But I was about to get fired on the spot. I said, man, at the end of the day, I got to stand on my morals as a man.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Who I look like, looking like T.I. with the hat on. Man, come on, man. And then y'all posting that 20 years down the line. Rashad ain't really fine. He just do anything for a check. No, not I. No.
Up, brother.
I cover the Pelicans. Post of the Pelicans. I don't do no sign of the, you know what I mean? I don't do no show like that. It's post of the Pelicans. You know what I mean?
Real talk.
All right, though. But let the people know where they can find you on social media, everything like that.
Same handle for everything at Trubane Virgo, TrubaneVirgo. That's on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, IG. Same handle for everything. I also want, like, no ill will towards the guy. You feel me? No ill will towards him. We hope you do your thing. unless you're playing ATL. Simple as that.
Loyalty, respect.
Yes, sir. But, hey, man, I appreciate y'all for having me as well. Like I said, I ain't gonna look at the links that you sending me and thinking it's spam anymore. I know that's really you. You feel me? So whenever y'all
I
need
appreciate
me,
that.
you
I
know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
that.
I'm always here, man.
Appreciate
Always
that.
a good time.
You got to come on one of them like mega episodes. Like we had a mega episode when Trey was traded, when the
for real.
Porzingis trade happened. We had like the whole city of Atlanta. Like it was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie.
For sure. Yeah, I'm always down. Just give me a memo.
Appreciate that. Go ahead, Malik.
Y'all can find me always _Malik ATL, Twitter, Instagram. If you want to find me on YouTube, just type in Malik Brown GSU in the search bar. I'll pull up.
Bruh, Trey asked for your YouTube last night.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. He subscribed to you last night.
Dang, I didn't even see it.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah. Shout out my boy Trey, man, for sure. Shout out True, man, stopping by, real legend, friend of the show. Everything.
What's going on?
Appreciate you.
Shout out Jay Chig. Shout out Josh, man. He commented on his old episode, said the Hawks are winning, brother. If you don't know Josh, he came on a couple of weeks ago and he said the Atlanta Hawks, by the grace of God, will prosper this season. I said, all right, bro.
Hey, ever since he said that, bro.
Ever since he said that, they've been winning. I ain't gonna. But I will say, Josh, like, you gotta look at the schedule, bro. Like, come on now. Like, okay, Detroit was a good win, but K won't play. Like, I'm still not all the way in because it's like they play Houston, and you saw what happened. So I still ain't, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to real competition. But
I'm like, they ain't gonna beat everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they can't help who's in front of them. They can only play who's in front of them too. And in previous years, we already seen like we probably would have went 500 on that type of schedule. So
that's a fact.
I've been seeing a lot of people downplaying, and I get it. But at the end of the day, you can't help who in front of you. You just got to play your game.
That's a fact. Shout out now, man. Yeah, we'll talk about him probably next week and stuff like that. But shout out now for sure. I had to shout him out because he just been going crazy. He a dog, bro. He a dog. I really like the edge he has. Like the Hawks needed that. But all right, we about to close. We'll see y'all next week. Rashad Milligan, man. This is Birds and Buckets. True. Elite. Appreciate y'all. Chat. Appreciate y'all. Until next time.
They come out